You've probably seen the headlines about electric cars, Teslas, Rivians, flashy electric SUVs. But here's the part no one tells you. For every single electric car sold in the US, several e-bikes are sold. And if you go to Europe or Asia, that ratio gets even bigger. And yet you almost never hear about it. Why? Well, today we're digging into why e-bikes are quietly dominating the EV race and why barely anyone's talking about it. I'm Jenny, and you're watching Next Gen. Next Gen. Let's start with the numbers. In the US, we sold just over 1 million electric cars last year. Sounds impressive, right? But electric bike sales? Estimates put them at around 1.5 to 2 million units, possibly even more since the industry isn't as centralized for counting as car sales. And globally, it's not even close. In Europe, for example, e-bikes outsell electric cars several times over year after year. And in parts of Asia, e-bikes and scooters are simply the default for urban transportation. The gap isn't narrowing, actually it's growing. So why are e-bikes outselling electric cars? It comes down to a few simple things. First, cost. The average e-bike sells for around $1,000 to $3,000. You can even get them cheaper than $1,000, though too much cheaper and you start to get into junk, though that's a different video for a different day. Now compare that $1,000 to over $40,000 for a new electric car, or usually over $60,000 to $70,000 for a new electric truck, and the math is obvious. Second, practicality. An e-bike slips through traffic, doesn't need a giant parking spot, and lets you ride right to the door of wherever you're going. Third, simplicity. No need for a fancy charging station, just plug it into any wall outlet. Fourth, speed. For many city trips, an e-bike can actually beat a car. I've made other videos about how much faster I can get across my city on an e-bike than in a car. And finally, there's the barrier to entry. In many places, you don't need a license or insurance to ride an e-bike, which makes them far more accessible to teenagers, people on tight budgets, and anyone who just doesn't want to deal with the DMV. So, if e-bikes have all these advantages, why aren't you hearing about them constantly in the news? Well, part of it is money. Car companies have billion-dollar ad budgets, they sponsor big sporting events, TV shows, influencer campaigns, you name it. E-bike companies, even the bigger ones, just don't have that kind of reach. I guess Rad Power Bikes was doing big ads for a while, but look where that got them. And then there's the media obsession with shiny electric cars. They're easy to market as luxury tech, while bikes still fight an image problem. Too many people still see them as toys, not real transportation, even though for many people they're not just real, they're their only transportation. But those misconceptions are changing fast, especially as cities invest in bike lanes, add e-bike rebates, and watch car-free streets turn into vibrant, busy public spaces. Here's the thing. Most car trips in the US are under 5 miles. That's e-bike territory. As more people realize they can save thousands of dollars a year, skip the parking headache, and still get around quickly, the shift will accelerate. Governments are catching on too, offering rebates and tax credits for e-bikes just like they do for electric cars. And every time infrastructure improves, such as a new protected bike lane or a better trail connection, the appeal of owning a car for short trips gets weaker. So the real question isn't whether e-bikes will keep outselling electric cars. They will. The question is, are you going to be part of that movement? That's it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. My channel's new and I'm really trying to grow it, so please subscribe if you can. Big thanks to many of my recent subscribers. You guys are awesome. And as always, stay charged, stay curious, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.